Hey everyone, how are y'all? Courtney, how are you? Christy, how are you tonight? Christy, did you make it home? Oh, thank y'all for the live reactions. Let me change all my stuff over here, y'all. I am so running behind tonight. Alright. Oh shit. Alright, if y'all have not done so, please hit the thumbs up and put your chat on live chat. Hey Vapor, how are you? Courtney, at least your school still cooks homemade stuff. The schools around here, they eat shit out of a box. Hey King. Val is Scarlet, but I'm good. How are you? Vapor, Vapor, did you not see what happened this morning? What I was talking about in Discord? Val, how are you? Oh, you missed it. I've had a shitty day. Let's just put it like that. Val, it's fine. It's good to see you, though. Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, I do have a couple of cases uh, that I do want to touch base on. Elsie, how are you? Name Elsie, what you mean name and address? Why is my stuff not working? Whatever, whoever. Oh, Elsie, no. Do y'all remember the other night when I was live and I told y'all were gonna have to hold on a minute that I smelled something burning in my house, and then I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, I got woke up this morning at like 7 something, right around 7 o'clock, to what it was. Yeah, Elsie. So it's just been a whole shit show of a day. Hey Dan, how are you? What was? You can hear my air conditioner in the background, Dan. Elsie, yeah, I'm fine. Thank God I woke up. Vapor, it was my hot water heater was on fire. So, yeah, the smell woke me up. Hey, Gigi. After I finally figured out what it was and where it was coming from, the only way to get to it is through the back of my closet. So, needless to say, I had to hurry up and throw all of my stuff out of my clothes, boxes, shit that I had packed up in boxes all in my room, everything. Hello, Bug, how are you? So all the little plastic around the element is completely melted. The insulation that was inside of it is burnt. There is like smoke stains on the outside of it. Butterfly kisses, how are you? So yeah, it was a whole crappy day. Thank God though I was woke up because if not, it could have been a lot worse. Glowbug, I'm doing all right. Okay. Courtney, I am. I thought I had coffee here, but I do not. So I'm gonna have to get some in the morning. Okay, it was. I don't know how the clothes ended up on the other side of the room on my desk, but there was clothes all over the place. I just threw the boxes out of the closet. Like everything that I had packed in the boxes was all over the room. I was trying to hurry up and get to the door where the hot water heater is. So now I've got to unhook it all tomorrow and drag this big ass hot water heater out of my house. Louise, how are you? Courtney, I will. Hold on just a second, y'all. You need a drink after that, Elsie. HT, how are you doing tonight? Has anybody heard from Betty Joe on how Bubbles is doing? Thank you, Dan. I have not seen Betty Joe in uh, Discord at all today. Louise, we are happy that you joined us tonight. Okay, so let me grab a screenshot real quick. Where did it go? This little girl right here. Hey, Jason, how are you? If I've missed anybody, I do apologize. I'm not looking at the chat right now. All right. Annalie Lawrenson, we talked about her like a week or so ago. I did see today that she has been found and she is safe. Yeah, Summer is late, Keen. I don't know the details on where she was at or where she was found or anything like that. I just seen it in passing when I was scrolling through Twitter earlier. But she has been found, so that is good. I can mark that case off of my list for this month. And oh wait, this one's been found too. But we I had her for tonight, but we don't need to bring her up. All right. So last night I went over to Mind of Monsters chat, and she was covering a couple of different cases, and she was talking about one that is from New Orleans, and it's actually from August of last year. that this boy went missing, and was like, "Hey, since you're going over missing person cases in the month of September, can you add this one to the list and talk about it too?" And I was like, "Yeah." So grab what information I could get on it with all the crap going on today. Excuse me. Let me get this picture pulled up here. Yes, King Mind of Monsters is awesome. It was her, Arctic Fox, and uh, oh, I can't remember the lady's name that was up there with them. It was Voices something, not Voices for the Voiceless. It wasn't her. I don't believe it was something else. I can't remember her name now. But anyway, so they were up there. They had both talked about this case here. This is Samuel Easterling. He also goes by either Sammy or Saint. If you have time tonight, Scarlett, can you cover the Amber Alert out of Florida? Yeah. Butterfly Kisses. Hold on. Butterfly Kisses, are you in my Discord? Where's my pen? Hold on, y'all. Let me write this down real quick so I don't forget. Mom mentioned it tonight on her live. Okay, you're not. Okay. Okay, yeah. As soon as I get done with this one right here, I will jump over to the Amber Alert site and get it off of there. Chrissy, are you still in here? Sent the flyer for the Amber Alert, and thank you, Chrissy. That's what I was going to ask you to do. Cool Gamer, how are you? Gigi, did you ever send me an email to get the link, the invite link for Discord? If you haven't, send me an email for that. Okay, so this is Samuel Easterling. His family is from Lafayette. He was staying in New Orleans. He is a professional photographer. He goes by either Saint or Sammy. At the time that he went missing, which was April the 29th, 2024, he was 30 years old. He is now 31. He is 6 foot tall. He has shoulder length brown hair, and he has a couple of tattoos on his arms. So he was last seen that morning around 3 a.m. Apparently, he was using some crutches because, uh, okay, Gigi, he had injured his ankle prior to disappearing. Police are still investigating it. They do have a person of interest. They have not said that this person of interest is uh, a suspect in the disappearance, but they do think that he may have information about what happened to Samuel. His mom and dad uh, did hire a private investigator because they were saying that NOPD was not very forthcoming with information, which is not unusual for law enforcement in Louisiana. I mean, we've seen it with uh, Savannah Hill's case. They didn't, Shreveport PD didn't want to give any information. New Orleans PD is no different. But they have hired a private investigator. Nothing as of yet has come up with where he's at, what happened to him, or anything like that. He was officially reported missing when he did not return home on September the 2nd. So he was supposed to go back to Lafayette from New Orleans, and he never made it. And when he didn't make it, his parents went ahead and did a missing person report. But they're saying that he was last seen walking along in the Bywater area near Po' Boy's Bar One article is saying 4 a.m. This flyer is saying 3 a.m. I'm going to go with the flyer and what it says versus the article. Friends and family have not heard from him since. And his mom has shared updated flyers in hopes of him seeing him or locating him or somebody that may have seen him somewhere and him being found. So I wanted to go over this one tonight. Like I said, I started getting information last night and then was going to get some more, and just the whole day got sidetracked this morning. So if y'all know anybody in the New Orleans area, share this poster, screenshot it while I have it pulled up here, uh, share it on all of your social media. I'm going to do, I think, a TikTok probably tonight or in the morning and get it out there as well. So grab a screenshot and send it out. Louise. Let me get this off so I can get the article put up here. King, I just saw your comment. Yes, I did check them, and so far, yes. I don't know why I have two of the same articles put up here. Give me just a second. Apparently, people in Louisiana, when they put articles out, they don't believe in putting dates on them. All right, so this is one of the articles that came out. Louisiana police still searching for Saint Easterling missing in New Orleans. The Lafayette and New Orleans community is still searching for Sam Saint Easterling. It has been over 2 months since anyone has seen or heard from him. So this was an article that was from last year. So the New Orleans Police Department has reported that Saint Easterling, aged 31, was last seen leaving a business in the 1300 block of St. Bernard Avenue in New Orleans. Authorities say that he was using crutches due to an ankle injury. His friends and family have not heard from him since August and asked that anyone with any information call investigative services detectives at 504-658-6229. Gigi, I haven't seen Sally since earlier in Discord. One of the last posts that he made on Facebook said that he was looking for a ride back to Lafayette. And that's basically all it says, looking for a ride from New Orleans to Lafayette today. That was posted by him on Friday, May the 24th. He was last seen in August, so a couple of months before he went missing. A commenter said, I wish I would have known that you wanted to come home. I would have given you a lift. Sorry, brother. We are looking for you. Please just be lost. Still to this day, no one has seen or heard from him. No family members, no friends, nothing on social media as far as like his accounts. The private investigator has not been able to find anything. Uh, I am going to try to get in touch with his mom and see if there's any other information that she can possibly uh, give that I could update y'all on. What is this? Oh, hold on, y'all. Something is popping up here, and I don't know what this is. There's numbers popping up, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, and then the original story was Samuel Easterling is still missing, and an updated flyer has been shared detailing what he was last seen wearing and his specific whereabouts before being reported missing. Samuel also goes by Saint, last seen August the 29th of 2024 at 4:20 a.m. walking alone towards Maria's street from Po' Boy's bar wearing a black shirt, camo pants, white slides, and black socks. Has tattoos on his forearms and shoulder length, a light brown hair, and also has a mustache. Then they're asking anyone with any information to call the NOPD. So, like I said, if y'all did grab that screenshot and share it out, just greatly appreciate it. All right, Chrissy, you said that you did the, what is it? Wait, is this it? Wait, Christy, is the Amber Alert out of Florida the one that Mom was talking about has a gunshot wound? Is that it? Okay, per the mom of the Amber Alert, apparently the person is a victim of a crime. Okay, I just seen the notification on. Okay, yes, it is it. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Mustang, how are you? Post. Okay, I didn't go straight to Discord, Christy. I seen I had notifications on Twitter, and that's why I sent it out. I'm getting the. I'm saving it now. Oh, hold on. King who was shot and kidnapped by four men in a van. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I need to look at something real quick. Chrissy, I just answered you back also. Alright, y'all. I got to get some information on this real quick. And then there is another case that I need to talk about as well. Okay, it says on this Amber Alert he's been missing since today, since the 25th. All right, let me pull this up real quick, and then I'm gonna see if I can find some information on it. Hold on just a second, y'all. I'm just writing everything down in my notes Just shared info about missing team in Discord. Okay, thank you, Jason. Okay, yes, Jason, that's the one I have pulled up here now. So he was missing September 25th, 2025. Give me just 1 second. I'm just down. I appreciate it. Thank you. 17, see, Brown, 6 foot, 150. Florida and Marion County. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, he's only 17. It says the Florida Amber Alert has been issued for Caden as a Spigot. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but was last seen in the area of the 12,800 block of Southwest Highway 484 in Dunleon, Florida, who was last seen wearing an unknown colored t-shirt, blue jeans. He may be in the company of four unknown males, possibly Hispanic, and may be traveling in a light colored van. If located, do not approach. Contact law enforcement immediately. All right, so let's see if we can get some information on what happened. I want to know about this boy being shot. So they were circling the marsh with a helicopter to see if someone dropped him there. Oh, okay. And we do flight radar also. Let me get flight radar. Let's go. Yeah, I have so many Twitter notifications. It's crazy. I haven't even looked at. Okay, so he went missing Thursday, September the 25th, in the area of Southwest Highway 484. Authorities believe that his disappearance is connected to a shooting incident reported around 4 p.m. in the same location, where his vehicle was found, but he was not present. He is described as a white male, 6 foot tall, weighing approximately 150 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing an unknown colored t-shirt and blue jeans. Investigators believe that he may be traveling with four unknown males, possibly Hispanics, in a light-colored van. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement issued an Amber Alert on Thursday evening, treating the case as a high-priority missing person case due to the circumstances. I'm trying to find out about if he was shot. And they don't say what type of van it is or anything. Okay, so there's an Amber Alert issue for him, but they have no description of the vehicle other than a light colored van. Oh, hold on. Let me grab you his sister's name. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses. All right. Okay, we've done read the top part is just describing where he was at and what he was wearing and all that. All right. Down here it says that the Marion County Sheriff's deputies confirmed that the disappearance is connected to a shooting that occurred in Don Leon on Thursday around 4 p.m. Deputies say Caden was driving a work truck on Highway 484 when unknown males opened fire. Caden was wounded in the shooting. When deputies arrived on scene, they said that he was gone. Hey, Scott, how are you? Family members posted on social media about a message they received from Caden asking for help and stated he had been shot. Deputies asked if you were in the area at the time and have any information about the incident to please call MCSO at 352-732-9111. There's nothing about what the vehicle looked like. So his public profile and stuff where everything is able to be shared if you want to pull. Um, Butterfly Kisses. What is her name? Email. Can you email me her name real quick, just so her name's not put out in here? What is? I think this is my command for email. Yes, there it is right there. Butterfly Kisses. If you can just email me her name real quick. And yeah, I don't know what this number is. Keeps popping up at the bottom of my YouTube chat, but it's driving me nuts. No, Chrissy, it's on my end. It's where you do the polls and stuff, and it has a one there. And whenever I click on it, everything's the same. I don't know why it's down there though. When I click on it, it should go away, and it don't go away. It's aggravating me though. Okay, let me check my email. Here we go. Okay, thank you, Butterfly Kisses. And all right, we got it. Give me a second. I'm gonna write this down. Okay. Y'all just bear with me for just a second. I'm going to flight radar real quick. Why will it not find it? Okay, so Marion County Sheriff's Office has a helicopter in the air. They just took off, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Let's see, the jailer see if there was a car description. Sorry if you, just on. I have not, all I know is it's saying that a light colored van, but they have not given any type of description. Like we need make, model, like King said, license plate number, something. Okay, so it's a white van. All right, let me go. I got flight radar pulled up here. Keeping up with that. As of right now, it's just the Marion County Sheriff's Office that I see in here. Uh, Facebook. It's always a white van. Yeah. All right. Let me look this sister up now because I don't want to say the sister's name. Right here. The Facebook. Wait, I didn't see a Facebook link. Hold on. Let me go back to my email. Oh, there is a Facebook link. Oh hell. Alright, so the sister posted 49 minutes ago. They could be anywhere in or outside of the state. Don't hesitate to call with any kind of suspicion. Any leads will help. Get my brother home, please. Caden, you are brave and you are strong. Keep fighting. We are coming for you. To the people that took my brother, just know you will not see another day. We will find you. Alright, here we go. So I don't know who this is that posted this, but they said, I got a message that I need help. Four Hispanics in a white van, one driver. I'm shot. So this is what Caden sent to someone. Uh, it looks like the tracks headed towards Dunalion. Nothing found with helicopters or dogs. I was told that police are looking in ditches and rivers in case they dropped him off somewhere along the way. Please help find him. The grandma's the one saying Caden had been shot. It's really weird. Yeah, so apparently Caden sent someone a message, mom, sister, somebody, and said that he had been shot. He was in a Citrus County Sheriff's Office had a helicopter in the air earlier as well. There's really not a whole lot of information. They haven't located the fan yet, just his unaccompanied vehicle. Yeah, the butterfly kisses, they said, I believe it was he was driving a work truck that Caden was. But there's really nothing else, no other information. Hopefully, though, Butterfly Kisses, they find him tonight. Somebody else on here said that they are in direct contact with immediate resources, and this is believed to be a kidnapping ransom in our retaliation situation. Updates will be posted when available. And there's literally nothing else about it. Well, butterfly kisses, I mean, it basically just means that they haven't found him. Because even whenever I put his name in Google, it's the same thing that's on the Amber Alert. All that same information. Surely more will be known, but Elsie, I hope so. That's the only bad thing about covering these missing person cases is you sit and you wait for information and you constantly check back, and it may be days before there's something new that comes out. And I'm looking at flight radar right now, and the Marion County Sheriff's Office helicopter is still in the air, flying back and forth. So hopefully something tonight. Hopefully they find him tonight and can get him help. Let's see info. I will. Okay, thank you. So the helicopter has been making circles and stuff in that one area. I really hope they find him. Yeah, that's all he's doing right now. It's just he's. That's what it looks like. He's just making a big circle because he hasn't been in the air very long. Doesn't say what time he took off. No, he actually took off at 11:39 p.m. So 10 minutes ago. Oh, you're very welcome, Buttercup. Thank you for telling me about it. Let me go. Let me check there and see if there's anything new. Yeah, give me just a second. I'm just checking Twitter one more time. Yeah, so many notifications. I don't know who this person is. All right. Let's see. Let me get over to this other case that I have. I need to make sure she's still missing. There was a girl. Yes, prayers that they find him safe. Uh, there was a girl earlier that was reported missing from foster care in Oregon. And this is actually the second time this year that she has ran away from foster care. Okay, so it says that she is still missing. So let me get her information pulled up here real quick. So no, they can't track Hayden's phone because it was broken in half and left at the scene. No, butterfly kisses. That's fine. Okay, so if his phone was broken in half and left at the scene, when when did he text his mom? Because the way the articles and stuff is reading, he texted her after they took him. Hmm. And I mean, if they're they shooting at him and he gets hit, is he going to have enough time before his phone is broken? That's what I'm wondering. Like, would he have had enough time from the time they're shooting at him, he gets shot, to text his mom before they make it to the vehicle, get him, and then put him in their vehicle? Like, is there going to be enough time for that? Because they're saying that he said he was shot, four Hispanic males, one driver. Like, all of that information. Like, is he going to have enough time to do all of that with everything going on around him? Gigi, it doesn't make sense, does it? That's the message he sent mom, so I can. Hmm. Okay, hold on. I gotta write my question down before I forget it. Cause like, did he text the mom from his phone? Someone working on the same street today said that they found his phone. I'm really hoping he is found safe. I am praying for him and his family tonight. Anyways, cover the case you were gonna cover. No, butterfly cases. You're fine. I didn't get distracted. I'm still trying to get the girl stuff pulled up, and I had to make sure she was still missing first. But I mean, that is interesting because I mean, I don't know. He's 17 years old. being shot at by people that apparently he doesn't know. He gets hit, and at some point in time, he texts his mom that he's been shot, and he gives a description of the people. But then his phone is found broken in half. And if he texts his mom from a phone that's not his, then how do they know that it was him that sent it? See, now I have all these questions and I don't have answers to them. See, I seen a comment that said that. Okay, thank you, Kim. All right. The next case is from Oregon. I wish Sally Mae was in here for this one because I don't know how close she would have been when she lived there. Courtney, are you still in here? Courtney is up in that area as well. Maybe after the text, they threw his phone out. I mean, King, it is a possibility. It just seems like that's a lot of information in a text by a 17-year-old who was just shot and people shooting at him. And them running up to the truck that he's in, getting him out, throwing him in their vehicle. Like, that's a lot going on for a text that, what do you think? I mean, I could see the people who took him see him with his phone in his hand and they break it and throw it down, but I don't know. I'm curious, did he text from his phone? Could someone else have texted using his phone to let them know? But if it was broke in half, then they wouldn't have been able to use it. I just pray he's found and he's gonna be okay and that they can get him to a hospital where he can get medical help. Okay, Courtney must not be in here anymore. I really wish Sally Mae was in here since she's from Oregon. But the girl's name is Jaden Lynn Robertson. She is 17. She's missing from Hermiston, Oregon, and she is believed to be in danger. Okay, so Courtney, this girl right here is missing from Oregon. I don't know how close you are to this area. Okay, no, that's fine. Butterfly kisses, yes, that is true. Um, Okay, so it says a 17-year-old foster child went missing in Hermiston on September the 23rd and is believed to be in danger according to the Oregon Department of Human Services. Jaden Lynn Robertson disappeared in the area and may still be in Hermiston, but it could be traveling to Seattle according to ODHS. The Hermiston Police Department is urging anyone who sees her to call 911 or local law enforcement immediately. Like I said, she also, back in January of this year, ran away from foster care. She was found. She was sent back. Didn't give a reason why she ran away. I don't know if they looked into it. The reason, if something was going on where she was at, because it was a different county that was searching for her at that time. So there might have been something going on in the place where she was at. That's why she ran away. and so they put her somewhere else. It says that Robertson is described as 5'3", weighing 146 pounds, with green eyes. Her natural hair color is brown, but it is currently dyed red or burgundy, like a burgundy color. She uses she and her pronouns. The Hermiston Police Department is handling the case under case number 25-2101. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children also has been notified under case number 205-8497. She is 17, Gigi. Says anyone with information is urged to contact local law enforcement or call 911 immediately. ODHS emphasizes that missing children may face significant danger, and the agency must locate them quickly to assess and support their safety. The department issues media alerts when necessary to help find missing children, and in some cases, children may go missing repeatedly, resulting in multiple alerts for the same individual. Well, Metamom, the last time she went missing, they thought she was in a homeless shelter. Hermiston is pretty much on the border of Washington and Oregon, near. Okay. Court, I believe near Christy One posted her picture in Discord. Do you know anybody in that area over there? Like, there's got to be something going on. And this reminds me of the case, and y'all might remember who the girl is and where she was from. I covered a case like 2 years ago. She was in foster care. She kept running away. They'd find her, put her back in. She'd run away again. Multiple times. I don't remember what state she was from. I cannot remember the girl's name. All of my notes from that during that time are all packed up in boxes right now. Elsie, thank you so much for that super chat. Elsie says, keep up the good work. Thank you. That is very nice of you. Um, and I want to say that it was one of the family members of the girl got very upset because I was covering the case. And I wish I knew which box those notes was in so I could go back and get it. But this case here is kind of similar to that one. Notes from Washington. Okay, thank you, Courtney. Um, I don't know how far up in Discord it is, but I know that it was shared in there earlier today. And there is, wait, there could be, I would think the Aware Foundation has her poster. Oh shit, I went to the wrong place. So they don't have a flyer saved for some reason. Robertson, hold on. Let's see. I thought I had her poster too, but I don't have it. Hey, Mom, how are you? Okay. Christy, hang on, because I could have swore I had a poster of her, but I don't. Or is there even a poster for her? Mom, we just got done talking about that one, and I actually have questions about that. I didn't know about it until uh, after I started the live, so I don't have a lot of information on it. But I have questions. Chrissy, I don't know if there's a flyer for Jaden Robertson. Okay, so Mom, somebody said that his phone was found at the scene. Would you want a link to come up? Would that be easier? Okay, thank you, Christy. I don't know why I didn't have it, but I need it on my computer. Why is this not? Okay, let me grab Mama Link, and then I will get Jaden's uh, poster pulled up here real quick, and then I will show you her picture, and then we will get our questions that we have, because I am very curious. This needs to be gotten down. Alright, here is Jaden's. Okay, so Jaden Lynn Robertson, 17 years old, born in 2007, 5'3", 146 pounds. She has her natural hair color is brown. It says on this one hazel eyes. The article says green, but they're saying that it is also currently uh, dyed burgundy. She disappeared from Umatilla, Oregon on August the 12th, 2025. Since that day, there has been no calls, no texts, and no trace of her. Wait a minute. No, not today, Satan, not today. Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Ooh, I'm echoing. Hang on. Let me switch out audio.
Okay. Metamom. This is not a current. This isn't a current thing. Current missing person flyer. So she must have ran away 3 times.
Okay, am I still echoing?
No, you sound fine.
Okay, perfect. It was
I'm
operator
trying.
error.
No, you sounded fine whenever you first came up. I didn't hear an echo.
I had YouTube open on another tab.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure this out with this girl that I have pulled up here, Jaden Robertson. So
Jaden.
she's missing from Oregon. She was in foster care, and what I saw earlier was that she went missing on September the 23rd of this year. She also went missing uh, January of this year. But this flyer right here says that she went missing August the 12th.
Let me see what I can't find.
Okay, and okay, so other identifying information: Jaden was last seen wearing black leggings and shirt with red, white, and navy varsity jacket. But see, that description of what she was wearing was what they said she was wearing when she went missing in January.
She has a Nick Mick poster. Let me see what Nick Mick says. Oh, nope.
Okay.
It's been taken down. Okay, perfect.
So I'm wondering if she's ran, but this is supposedly from a police department that, oh no, there could have been emails. Okay, this is weird now. Which I do know that teens run from foster care several different times, but So there's a comment on the sheriff's Facebook page stating that he messaged mom and then the Hispanics. Okay, thank you, Butterfly Kisses.
Well,
Gigi.
wow, there's not much at all about this girl.
No, I couldn't hardly find anything today on her. Gigi, thank you so much for that super chat. She says, Scarlett, you are great at this. Thank you. I try my hardest. Sometimes it's frustrating. But thank you, Gigi. That was very nice. I don't know what has been up here lately with these missing cases, but it's like we either hear about them 2 months after they've gone missing, and then whenever you go to Google it, there's absolutely no information.
Yeah, there's not hardly anything. The Oregon missing persons, they said she went missing on August 12th of this year. She's a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
Believed to be in danger. Date of birth.
Let me see if I can find the one. Because there was also one that says she went missing in January. And I know I put it in Discord, but that's like way up in Discord. That was a day ago. Let me just do this.
Yeah, there's hardly nothing about this child.
It's been getting like that though here lately with these cases. It's weird how used to somebody goes missing. There's like all this different information out there. There's nothing out here lately.
Nope. Her NCMEC page is a 404 error, which is really disturbing.
Let me see. Okay.
Eastergonian. Let me see.
Okay, wait, what is this? Let me see if this is the one that I had from earlier.
I just on.
Too much stuff pulled up on my. Okay, so.
You're inspired by the 90s.
Ginger. When is this from?
Jaden.
Okay, this is from February the 5th of 2025. She went missing from. Okay, this is the one where she went missing from Salem on January the 30th. She is believed to be in danger. All of the articles that I have found, they all say that. Believed to be in danger. Courtney, that was the first time this year. Now she went missing again on September the 23rd, just 2 days ago.
Oregon. Oh shit! Oregon's vanished. How many people has she got? 3,000 followers on TikTok. She updated her flyer located safe on 9/2.
Oh, 9/2.
Mm-hmm.
She went missing on 9/23.
She's missing again as of 9/23. So yeah, there's a reason she's missing. She's leaving that home.
Okay, so she's went missing 3 times this year then.
Yep.
This time would be 3 times. So the first time was in Salem. This time is in, what did I say the name of that place was? Hermiston, I think was the name of it. Courtney, it's Hermiston and Salem. Are they the same? Excuse me. Are they the same area? Because I thought the one in Salem was a different. Let me find the county. Hold on. Okay, this one from January was Marion County. The Hermiston one. Okay, what county is that? It has just been a crappy day, y'all. My notes are not even in order today.
I think this is the article that you had pulled up, the East Organian, when I popped in. From the 20s.
Yeah, probably. I've done.
Is
Yeah,
this
no.
Hermiston?
Okay, so wait, I have Elkhorn Media Group pulled up here, and this is the one from Hermiston, Oregon. Was that the one I had pulled up? I don't remember. I've got too much going on behind the scenes right now. Okay, Salem is on I-5.
You
That's,
sound like me.
I'm telling you, Mom, it's just been a horrible day today. So Salem is on I-5 that crosses state north to south. Hermiston is eastern on the border. So, okay, so two different places. So she was in Salem at one time, and she ran from the foster care. I could swore, usually I would have had the county wrote down and everything. And I don't even have what county Hermiston is in. Jeez, okay, let me go to Google. King, probably not tomorrow because I got to drag all this stuff out. Okay, so Hermiston is in Umatilla. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we don't run with that county. Courtney, did I say it correctly? Umatilla. And see, the thing is, the other two times that they had found her, they don't give which obviously they're not going to, but they don't give any type of reasoning why she's running. Was something going on at the house that she was staying in, or group home, or whatever it was they had her in? There's no explanation, but something is going on for this girl to keep running.
Yep. And sadly, because she's a part of the system, they're not going to own up to that publicly.
No, they're not. And this one thing that from the Elkhorn Media Group, uh, it says at the very bottom, it says report child abuse to the Oregon Child Abuse Hotline by calling, and it gives the number. And then it says toll-free number allows you to report abuse of any child or adult to the Oregon Department of Human Services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Umatilla? Courtney, I'm all confused. Okay. So anyway, so Courtney, I will put a photo, or I think Christy put one in Discord. If you can grab her picture and share it with people up there in your state. Okay. Oh, I know what we had questions about with the Amber Alerts. Okay, so it was said that. Thank you, Courtney. All right, so Mom, it was said that Caden's phone was found at the scene and it was broken in half.
That is a Facebook rumor. That's not been confirmed by law enforcement. And I'm going to stick with Facebook rumor until, and this is not on Scarlet, y'all. This is totally me. I will stick with that. As I had locals, I went live on TikTok because StreamYard refused to cooperate, and I got tired of it.
Yeah, StreamYard's been an ass here lately.
And put it on my fancy little stand over here. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing over there, but I have been blessed with a couple of ladies that are OGs to TikTok that came in and helped me get my stuff up where I could put my green screen and stuff up. But no, and I had locals in chat. One of the locals was driving by an area and took a picture and DM'd it to me. And there is a video. If you go to WFLA, find his on their Facebook page, find his flyer. If you click on his flyer, there's a full video in the comments of that, but there's no context to it.
Okay.
But as far as
Okay.
the phone being found, that's
So
a rumor.
okay, so that has not been confirmed in by police. Okay. So let me make a note of that because my question was apparently he had texted his mom and told her he had been shot and that basically kind of somewhat of a description of the guys. And then I was thinking, okay, how with him being 17, he's being shot at, he's been shot, people running up to his truck, probably jerking him out of the truck, trying to get him into their van. Where did he have time to text his mom? This text it was sent, and then his phone being broken and left at the scene.
Have you been to mom's Facebook?
I've been to the sister's Facebook, but just like I didn't even know about this case until 20 minutes after I started my live tonight.
Okay.
So I hadn't even had a chance.
Mom and sister both posted a screenshot of what was said in the text message. So I will say that's valid.
Okay, yes, I did see that. Let me go back to the sisters because that is what I read a minute ago in here. And I didn't want to show the sister's name or anything like that, so I didn't pull up anything.
I haven't.
Let's see, right here. Okay, so it doesn't show who posted this. It just said, I got a message that I need help, 4 Hispanics in a white van, 1 driver, I'm shot. Looks like the track's headed towards, is it Dunellen?
Dunellen.
Dunellen, okay. Nothing found with helicopters or dogs. I was told that police are looking in ditches and river in case they dropped him off somewhere along the way. Please help find him. So it's not a huge text, but there's a lot of information in that text from a 17-year-old boy being shot at by 4 men, getting hit, and being kidnapped. You see what I'm saying? For his phone to be broken. Like, that's where the question was coming in. Like, where did he have enough time to do that?
Yep. So
no,
I'm going to...
You're fine.
Just until it's been confirmed by law enforcement, I'm going to say that the phone being broken at the scene, because we all know how people are. People troll comments and they put stuff in there to spin narratives and so I'm going to go with what mom and sister have posted, that is a legit text message, and in order to send that text message, I'm going to say the phone is with him. Hopefully they'll be able to ping the phone and figure out where he is.
Yes, because if he's been shot, like he is saying, he needs to be in a hospital.
Well, if you go to the Marion County Facebook page, it shows the report of the shooting at the exact address that matches the Amber Alert. If you scroll up, the shooting was put on there first, and then the Amber Alert was reported 2 hours later.
Okay, so that's what the sister was talking about.
It's Marion County.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm on there now, but the sister had did a screenshot. I think it was. Hold on, I have to go back to hers now because she did. Yes, from Marion County Sheriff's Office. She said, "I'm trying to get there as fast as I can, but can anyone tell me if this was related?" And people are saying, I don't know who this one person is, but half the message is cut off, and it just says, "Keep him strong and safe until he returns home to his mother's arms." And apparently, him and his sister don't have the same mom. From what I've seen on another post of hers.
Yeah, and sister is traveling here, so she's in transit.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, apparently she must have seen that on the Marion County Sheriff's Office and wanted to know if it was related to the situation that her brother was in.
Yeah, the local news reported that the 2 events are one and the same. Because originally when I put out the Amber Alert, because I was scrolling TikTok and I was actually in a live about Emmanuel Haro that's missing out of California.
Right.
And the alert come across my phone. And I told him, I said, I'll be right back. It's a active Amber Alert local, which it's a couple hours away, but it's Florida. So to me, that's local. I'm from the
Right.
country. It's by the way of the crow, you know. So I
Right.
jumped off. I went in. I screenshotted the FDLE flyer, which was the first one that came out. Minutes within I got the notification. And then about 10 minutes later, I had a local put screenshots in my comments on TikTok, which is really cool that you can do that now. So then here I go, relocate to over here where all my stuff is, start looking it up, and I'm like, I don't want to put that out there and then it not be related.
Mhm.
But once it was confirmed by mainstream and the Ocala Fire and Rescue, then I did go ahead and report on the fact that he was, because I'd seen the screenshot, but when stuff like that first comes out, you're like, is this really
Yeah.
mom's account, or did somebody just like do
Yeah,
a
you're
spoof
just.
her account?
It's,
You know what I mean?
well, I mean, it's always good to wait for confirmation.
And then
Yeah.
he is a rodeo. He is part of the rodeo. And if you go on her page, and I'm not going to dox her or put her information out there,
Mhm.
but if you go on her page, you can actually see where he's part of the rodeo. And then one of his friends that he does the rodeo with is also started posting, please be on the
Okay.
lookout for him. He's family. He's part of the rodeo. And then a certain big YouTuber, of course, was on X doing his best to put out everything that he could.
From Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I do.
No disrespect, but it's been a long night and I'd rather not get nauseous.
I completely understand. But I do have, I have flight radar pulled up here just because I wanted to see if there was anything in the air in that area. And
There was earlier, and then I had two locals that popped into my chat over there, and right before I ended the live, and I probably ended it about 20 minutes ago, she said she could hear a chopper over her house. I don't want to give out her exact location until they catch these guys, but she's very, very close to where this happened.
Okay, well, on flight radar right now, the only thing that I'm seeing in the area is the Marion County Sheriff's Office helicopter.
So they're back out there?
Yeah. Whenever I heard about the case, and I was talking about another one, and I was actually talking about Samuel's case, and somebody asked me if I would cover the Amber Alert out of Florida. So when I got done with Samuel's case, I went straight to this one, and when I pulled up flight radar, they had just taken off like a minute before I pulled up flight radar. So they took off at 11:39 your time. So about 15 minutes ago. So they've been in the air for about 15 minutes, and it shows that they are at 1,175 feet right now, and they're just going around in a circle.
I'm going to pull it up because I want to see where they're circling, because earlier I took a screenshot of it. They were lightly circling Dunellen, but they were really focusing on the nature preserve.
Okay, it looks like, and I'm not going to give out like the little towns or communities, but it looks like they are over a neighborhood right now. That's what it looks like.
My swamp signal, it's going to take a minute for it to load on my side. And like I was telling people when I was live earlier, because I was watching it and all of a sudden the helicopter disappeared, and I told them, I said, it could be a number of things. It could be they went to refuel.
Right.
It could be this is a good sign they have found him. There could be several different. See, they're a lot further north from where they were earlier.
Okay. Vapor, the one that's in the air right now is Marion County.
Yeah, they're a lot further north. and that's a totally different flight pattern than what they were using.
And that's the only thing that I see around. Now, there is a Citrus County, but oh no, that one disappeared. They're over towards the coast, away from the Marion County one. Yeah, Vapor. The Citrus County one was off to the west of the one that we're looking at. So I don't know. Hopefully he is found soon and they can get him to a hospital. And where he was shot, it's not life threatening, and that he's going to be okay. I enjoyed listening to the
I hope so.
scanners.
I
I
really
do need, yeah, because I mean, at 17 years old, and he's not giving out any information as far as like where he's hit at. Is Yeah, it's got to be a scary situation for him and his family, not knowing anything. Just that he's been shot and been taken. Let's see. So, just on, we have listened to the scanners on here before with other cases, but sometimes people have a hard time understanding what they're saying. Or then they realize that people are listening and they want to jump to other channels.
Yeah. No, I tried to pull the scanner up earlier when I was live on TikTok, and there was nothing.
See, that's the thing with
And
TikTok,
I had a
though.
retired law enforcement in chat,
Mhm.
and he was like, they're probably on a private channel to keep
Yeah,
people.
so because they know that that's what happens, um, people get to listening to it on social media, and so they're like, no, we can't have this, which I do understand. It kind of hinders the investigation a little bit, and it's a little bit dangerous for people that are involved, especially like in a situation like this. It could be very dangerous for Kate.
Mm-hmm.
So I do understand that. Um, but it is nice to also be able to hear kind of what's going on, and all that too. Okay, so what am I looking for? I actually need to go. No, I follow you on TikTok, don't I?
Yeah.
I think I do. Okay, I need to follow you from my other profile also. 'Cause that's the one that my LSD, or my Lost Souls one. I only do just nothing but true crime on it. My other one, I have just for fun to get away from true crime when I need a break. But I need to follow you from that one as well. Let's see. Person. Can you imagine his mom right now? King, I would be it. No, I can't imagine his mom right now.
No,
Honestly,
I'd be a whole mess. I would be a whole mess. And I know
yeah.
me. Law enforcement would be like, sit here, don't leave the house, and I'd be the first one to sneak off, and I'd be gone.
Go
I'd be
looking
out
for
there
my
looking.
child. Yes, I get it.
I know, and it's just like I was telling them earlier. If this was just a regular Amber Alert, I would be there now. I would have been there at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But with it being the situation it is, I don't want to put myself in danger. And plus, law enforcement hasn't asked, for public to physically be there, boots on the ground. And I'm assuming that's due to the fact that this is not just an Amber Alert situation.
Yeah, with the whole shooting and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I am following you for my other account. Um, you'll know it's me when you see the name.
Okay.
Um, and that's the one I'll get a notification on that one because that's one I have on my phone. Whenever you go
Okay.
live, that way I can come hang out over there.
I went because you have to go live 3 times for 30 minutes to be able to earn to have people up there with you.
Right.
So I pretty much just sat there and just chatted for 30 minutes about anything I could think of and pulled up missing flyers and all the things.
I can
And
tell
then
you.
I was
Go
like, I'll
ahead.
go live on my YouTube because I've got my StreamYard. I can share the flight radar. I can do all the things. And I swear to you, I was ready to chuck my laptop into the swamp because StreamYard absolutely would not let me do anything. It just kept kicking me off. I
And
tried
see,
to go live on my phone.
and that's the thing. They upped the price on StreamYard, and they're making all these updates, which is cool, but I don't like how some of the changes and how it just does it. Like my chat freezes a lot on StreamYard,
Mm-hmm.
and it used to not. It was always YouTube that froze. The chat would freeze. Now it's
Yep.
StreamYard.
Or it disappears completely. And you're sitting here going, well, I'd love to see what you guys are saying, but my chat's gone.
Well, see, that's why I always have on, because I have dual monitors. So
Mhm.
one monitor, I do half of the screen is my StreamYard. So I can see the chat, and if I need to pull up something, I can, just hit a comment, it pulls up from there. And then on the other half of my screen, I have my YouTube chat. So that way, I have both of them going in case something happens to one of them, I still got the other one.
That's what I'm going to have to start doing. I've got dual screens too. And I've actually got 3, but the other one's not hooked up. And
It's a lot easier to do it like that.
because I was originally doing it off just the one, and then I was like, I'm literally going to lose it. I can't do it like this anymore. So when my youngest son turned an adult and moved out to go live with his girlfriend, now fiance, he had a gamer TV, like not very big, you know what I mean? And I
Right.
used it for a long time. And then my sister sent me I call it my big screen. It's a big, flat, fancy. I'm not a tech person. And I video chatted her and I was like, how the hell do I do this? So I had her help me make it to where I could share both screens because it's so much easier that way.
And see, people in my Discord laugh at me because one of my monitors went out like probably 2-3 weeks ago, and I felt weird with only one monitor. I wouldn't even go live because I only had one monitor. I couldn't do it.
I don't blame you, girl.
It's once you get used to both of them, and like I said, if you do it, like I said, just do StreamYard on half of your screen, do your YouTube on the other half of it, have both chats pulled up, and then use your other monitor for whatever you're looking up and need to pull up on StreamYard. It works out perfect.
Yeah, I love it. Like I would never, unless I absolutely had to, I would never go back to just using one.
See, Christy, you were laughing at me in Discord the other day about that. MetaMom, she was just like, she thought it was hilarious.
I love MetaMom. She's amazing.
Oh, she's on top of stuff constantly.
It's like when we traveled to Kentucky, my old man's like, you're taking all this crap with you? And I was like, no, I'm taking both laptops. And he was like, why are you taking both laptops? I was like, because that way if I go live, I still have my second screen.
Exactly. I mean, the second screen is a must. People see that's why. Look, I've been over on TikTok enough, and people laugh at me about this too because TikTok has kidnapped me several times, and I just don't see how people go live on their phone. I just don't think I could do it.
It's different, believe me. Like I'm used to like if we do fishing, like if I do like a fishing day, we go out and go fishing, I'll go live on my phone. But it's so awkward. It's so awkward because I'm like I can't share with y'all. I can't do this. And like the lady that was carjacked out of Hollywood and was burning her vehicle about 5 miles from where Maddie was dumped. We drove the route. Like we drove the whole route of where she went. Girl, the first 10 minutes of the live, I was on my StreamYard trying to figure out how to flip my phone around. You can't with StreamYard.
Not on your phone.
So I literally had his phone in the dash and then had pulled him up on my panel, muted him. It was a whole thing. And then I was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up chucking the phone out the window. So I just went live on my YouTube app. and then you can flip it around and stuff. But I'm so used to like pulling up comments and having the comments on screen, and and you're trying to
Yeah.
make sure you don't miss anybody that's coming in, and it's a
Yeah.
nightmare to try to use your phone.
It really is.
You're spoiled,
Keep,
girl.
it's just I don't even like I think I went live on my phone one time, and I used StreamYard, but it was just I haven't done it again.
No, it's not pleasant.
It really isn't. People don't understand. People who are not creators do not understand the struggles that we go through.
The struggles are real, people.
They
'Cause
really are.
you get like, I'm a creature of habit, so you get used to the way things are, and
Mhm.
there any given time I'm live, I might have 50 tabs open. I'm lost. I'm like trying to navigate around everything. I done kicked myself out of Discord, had to go back and grab that again. I mean, it's a whole thing. So imagine
Look,
trying to do that from my phone.
how many times y'all like the people who come in my chat every night? How many times have I said, "Oh my God, I've got probably 50 to 100 tabs pulled up right now"? It's y'all don't get it, and I just don't know. Like people on TikTok, man, they just be banging them out on those lives, and I'm just sitting there thinking, y'all literally on y'all's little bitty phone screen, y'all have everything. Y'all have your chat. You've got who's tapping. You got how many people are in there. You got all this information. Hey, Dreamcatcher, how are you? And you have all this information on one little phone screen, and we can't even do it with one monitor on YouTube. It's
Girl,
crazy.
it was crazy tonight. I'm like trying to pull up my green screen, and I'm sure the first 10 people in there were going, "What the hell is this woman doing? Do we even want to be in this live?" And
But you'll get
thankfully,
used
one
to
of
it
the
though.
OGs came in, and she was like, "Do you want help? Pull me up." Like, yes, please come help because I'm not a phone streamer. I'm
Yeah,
freaking lost.
it's
Nothing will
completely
work.
different. It really is completely different. Dreamcatcher, yeah, I've been on here for a little over an hour and a half now. So I'll be on here for probably another 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, I've been over in some of the lives over on TikTok, and they be like just keep going with TikTok over there and doing your lives and growing your audience. And it's completely different than what YouTube is because like over there they can play music
Yeah,
where
I
we
know.
where we can't over
Girl,
here.
first when I went into it, I was like, "You got music playing?"
That exactly. I was like, wait a minute, y'all don't get copyrights? Like
But
what the hell?
girl, let me tell you, you got to say schmurder
Yeah.
and pew pew and all these crazy words, and I'm like, I, I'm gonna end up getting banned over here because this is not how I roll. Like I had a family reach out to me a lady that I'd met on TikTok, and she was, I told her, I said, because she come in one of my chats, and I said, I'd be honored to cover your niece who was murdered, or I had to say schmurdered over there. I was
Hmm.
like, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to do it over here because I
Yeah.
cannot filter myself and cover a case like that. So it was hilarious. I covered the case, and there was like 5 or 6 girls that are messaging me on TikTok. They're like, "We don't know how to chat over here. How do we get to the chat?"
I know. Christy had asked me the other night, like, is there a way that you can remove the chat when you? I forgot what she was watching, and she was like, "How do you get rid of the chat?" I was like, "You can't get rid of the chat over there. You can't do it."
Yeah, and there ain't no sneaking in. Like you can't just go in somebody's bushes over there because as soon as you enter a live, it's like mind the monsters join your live. You're like, "Oh, you rat, you snitch."
even
Maybe I just
even
wanted to look.
even if no, you have to window look over there. You have to watch from the outside and not tap and go in because it's gonna let everybody in there know that you have went in.
And then if you're scrolling and you accidentally tap it and you're like, "Oh God, why did I go in this person's live? Oh no, they saw me. Run."
Or you're trying to hurry up and get out, and they're like, "Hey, how are you?" It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lurking, King. They don't allow it over there.
No, they don't. You can't even go in like over here. People can hit the like button, which one time over here is all we get is one thumbs up from people. Over there, you can steadily sit over there and just tap your screen. And there's like hundreds of thousands of likes these people get just by everybody just constantly tapping their screen. I'm like, why the fuck can't YouTube do that?
Right?
Like, they get all these taps, they get all these cool gifts. They don't get copyrights. Hey, Kelly P, how are you? They can play music. Chrissy just said a minute ago in the chat, like their whole damn DJs over there doing lives.
Mm-hmm.
They can play stuff. Like, they get it's crazy, but you do have to watch what you say over there. Like, you can't even say you got banned. You have to say you got nannered.
Yep.
You can't, like, there's just different. I mean, it's kind of like over here, but there's certain things I try not to say over here. Like essay all the way out. I try not to say that, especially when we're talking about kids. I try not to say somebody, I always say deceased instead of the other word, but that's just like in my everyday life anyway. So there are certain words that I try to change a little bit over here, but yeah, over there it's just, it's completely different.
It is. It's a whole new learning experience, which though when I started uploading over there, like 3 years ago, but I never really did it seriously because, and I even had people reaching out to me going, you need to start crossing your content. Like,
Right.
TikTok is growing for true crime. And I'm like, well, I'm not really doing it to grow. So I really don't care. And then I've met so many families that I actually help and I advocate for and do boots on the ground events and stuff like that. And when you communicate with them, they're like, oh, I've got 100,000 followers over on TikTok. It's like, oh, well, shit. I don't even know how to use TikTok. So I had to learn how to be able to use TikTok to be able to be, to interact and show my support social media wise for the families that I work with.
Right. And see, my thing is TikTok would be cool to do. I just cam up. That's my only issue. I don't do a camera just for security reasons because of my son. And so everybody else over there is always on camera.
You don't have to cam up over there. Girl, you
Well,
can turn your camera off.
I know you don't have to, but most of the people over there do. They are on cameras. Sometimes, at some points in time, they are, and then they may cut their camera off. Over here, I've never cammed up. Like, nobody in my chat even knows what I look like. Meta Mom, yes, that is what they call it over there. If you were scrolling on your FYP or your friends page and you come across someone who is live, you can watch it from there without tapping to go in, and that's what they call it, window blickers. You're watching from the outside without actually going into the live. Now, whenever you're doing that, you can't see the chat or anything like that, and you can't see like gifts that are given. You can't see none of that. You can just watch and listen, and that's all. So yeah, it's a whole thing of it. I told y'all, TikTok be kidnapping me sometimes.
Girl, same. I'd be over there down the rabbit hole watching Rufus the Bull and not even realize I've been watching the bull for 3 hours in the field.
King posted last night. King comes into Discord. She's over there watching some dude, I forgot where he was at, who has a monkey. I'm just like, oh, wait, have you ever watched this monkey? Like, she knows how to cook and everything.
Girl, I be over there in the monkey lives. I'm not going to say I ain't. I be all up in the monkey lives. I'm with you, King. I be all up in the monkey lives.
Look, I ended up somehow, I don't know how I ended up in this man's chat one time. And I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he was in the mafia. And he turned into a snitch. And if y'all know anything about the mafia, y'all know who I'm talking about. I ended up in this dude's live one night. And I'm like, how the fuck did I just end up in... I guess when I was scrolling, I asked, because if you don't pay attention, you will accidentally click and go into the live as you're scrolling. And I guess that must have been what I did. I ended up in this dude's live.
And you're committed at that point.
I mean, if they see you come in, because a lot of them, like, they know how to work the chat. And as soon as you come in and your little name pops up down there, they're like, hey, how are you doing? Mm-hmm. And at that point, it's either say hi or be rude and jump back out. So thank God this dude didn't see me because there were so many people in there. I just quietly exited back out of the room.
Exit stage left.
I guess I accidentally hit it when I was scrolling though, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to be here.
Well, it's like I'd be filling people out. So when I very first went over there, I clicked the screen because I didn't know that it snitches you out when you first go in there, and they're like, "Hi, Mind the Monsters," and the lady said something like 2 or 3 times, and finally I went in chat and I was like, "Sorry, was cooking dinner, girl. I wasn't cooking dinner. I was sitting on my couch lurking from the bush, what I thought was the bushes, but the bushes then fell down, and I was outed."
Oh yeah. Kelly P has now been a member for 5 months. She says, so awesome to be here, but it has definitely been more than 5 months. Kelly, yes, I think it has been more than 5 months, but maybe there might have been a gap in the membership. But thank you for being a member for all this time. Let's see what I was gonna say. Wait, Dreamcatcher, you might try what? Kelly, probably 2 years, I would say. Oh, Dreamcatcher's talking about the TikTok. When you get used to how things work over on TikTok, trust me, Metamom will tell you. When Scarlett goes missing, she knows where to find me. I'm always over there. I found some really good stuff over there though, honestly. And then don't get me started on the TikTok shop.
Oh,
They
girl.
they got some good shit in the shop over there.
Girl, my basket is overflow. I got like 6 coupons saved.
Yeah, it is. No, Dreamcatcher. It's really not like, and I will say this: TikTok is very sensitive. Okay, if if you just go on your FYP, and let's say you're over there for true crime, and you watch a true crime video, and you watch it for any length of time, and then you go to, let's say, a monkey video, and you watch it for any length of time, that is what your feed is going to be full of: true crime and monkeys.
Yep.
It is very sensitive like that. So they kind of know what it is that you're there to watch. And the shop is what Dreamcatcher, the shop, to be on a shop on an app, they have some really cool shit over there. And if you ever want to watch a review, you can always find somebody who's doing reviews on the products in a live or on a video.
Yeah, and girl, them girls be getting free stuff.
Oh
The
yeah, you
ones
can
that
get
got
free
followers.
samples. Yeah.
Oh man, they be killing it. They be going live talking about, I got this
Yeah.
Papa Sean chair and pin it to their little thing, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I need some of that in my life. I need some free samples.
Yeah, they can get free samples over there. There's some people that I watch over there that get a lot of different free samples, or they'll put in to try to get a free sample of something that they want to test out, and then if they are approved for it, they get it, test it, and then give their reviews for it. Wait, so those videos that you be sending Sally, then they must be on your F. Um, no, Christy, because my FY, well, I mean, they are on my FYP, but I don't have a lot of those videos on there. My FYP is very scattered because I'm watching military stuff. I do watch a little bit of true crime stuff over there. There's animal videos. There's different people who go live that I watch over there. Mine is very scattered.
Yeah, it's like mine. It's all over the place. You might see true crime, monkeys, cows, cattle, lambs.
Yeah.
Somehow I ended up in England one night watching lambs being born. It was a whole thing.
Oh, I've got Matt Matthews and Matt Rife, the two
Oh,
comedians. I always get all their videos. And let me tell you something. King Scarlet one night was talking about that she was watching a psychic over there. Somehow I ended up watching a psychic over there. I don't, it was on my FYP and I started watching it for whatever reason because I was very intrigued by it. And I be damned if I don't have psychics, oracle readers,
mhm.
clairvoyants. I have them all on my FYP over there now.
I watched the Bolesky over there. She's a world renowned psychic, and um, she's a medium. And
Hmm.
one of the families, Danielle Bell's sister Bonnie, that is one of my families that I work with. Her sister Danielle Bell's missing out of Northern Florida. She did a reading for her one night, and let me tell you, cold chills all over my whole body when I watched that reading because she knew nothing about the case. You would have thought she was reading the case files,
Oh wow.
and now they're all over my laptop.
Oh yeah. If once you watch one of them, they're that's all I get mostly. Yes, King. I'm not talking about just one or two. I'm talking. I probably have 10 to 15 different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're talking about plural, not singular. Plural, all over. And Dreamcatcher, you really should go check out the shop over there because they really do have a lot of good stuff.
And good deals too. Like you're not talking crazy prices. Like the
Right.
little wireless mics that you see everybody use with the little fuzz balls on the top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those you can get for like $5 that are marked down like 75%.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think some people would think on an app with the shop that a lot of the stuff would be cheap. It's from what I have seen that people has done reviews on, it's not cheap stuff. Like not cheap made, but it's good made, but good prices also.
Girl, my father-in-law got a pair of glasses that are like the fake clear lenses,
Mhm.
and they translate up to like 50 languages of people
Oh
that are
damn.
around you. Yep. And he's got Bluetooth headphones that translate from over there. He be coming over here all the time with these little fancy little look what I got off the TikTok shop.
Yeah, they have a lot of good deals over there. Thank God I'm not rich, because
Facts.
I would be broke. And I know that my daughter has gotten. I think she got a hoodie from over there and something else. I forgot what else it was, but yeah, I know they got good hoodies. I do know that, and y'all know how I am with hoodies.
I can't wait for hoodie weather. I only get like a month of it here, but
Oh God, they have some nice dresses. They do have some cute clothes over there too, King. Um, so last year I hate cold weather, but in Louisiana it's kind of the same weather as what y'all have in Florida. Very hot, very humid. Uh, it you can't go outside because you can't breathe. So last winter I was like I can't, or last summer I was like I can't wait for winter. I'm not going to complain about how cold it is. None of that. And I didn't complain about the cold weather last year. This year it got hot. I complained, and I'm saying it now. I'm not going to complain about the winter this year. I'm ready for it to be here because I'm over the heat.
girl, same.
It's horrible. And there was somebody, I forgot who it was like, oh man, I wish I lived in humid weather. I'm like, no, you don't.
Mm-mm.
Like there's nothing fun about living in humidity.
No, there's really
Yes,
not.
Kelly, I let Betty Joe complain for me last year. Like I didn't even have to tell her to complain about winter for me. She just did it. So
I remember that. I think I was in a live one night. Here we go.
yeah, she was like, I'll just complain for you. I was like, that's fine, because I'm not gonna complain. Which last winter wasn't that bad, really. See, Dreamcatcher, it gets so bad here, the humidity does, that on some days you walk outside and you just can't breathe. Like it's that bad. Like the other day it was in the 70s, but it was still humid. Today wasn't that bad. But I'm over it. And hopefully we don't have snow this year. I don't like snow either.
Oh, I don't get snow. The only snow I get to see is when we go home, if we go home for Christmas to Kentucky and Tennessee.
Mhm.
And last Christmas we went up there, and you know, Craig, he's from down here, born and raised Florida boy. So the very first alert that came across his phone that said there was a blizzard coming, oh, he was ready to go. He already had the car packed. He was like, "We're out of here, gone." I was like, "I thought you wanted to see the snow." No, there's a blizzard coming. I'm good. We gotta go.
Yeah. See, I hate snow. And like last year, usually in Louisiana, because I'm in the north, well, yeah, the northwest part. I'll just leave it like that. Usually, if snow comes through here, we're always the one that gets it, but it's not a whole lot. Last year, New Orleans got all the damn snow, and we didn't get anything.
Oh wow.
Okay, so Marion County Sheriff's Office is still in the air, but it looks like they're flying away from
Yeah.
they uh, where they were circling at. So they may be going to refuel. So I love snow. Oh,
I see
Dreamcatcher
another one
hates
popping
snow.
out. So I'm trying-
There's another what helicopter?
You got Lake County, Marion County, County. Yep.
Okay, so I see Lake
Yep.
County.
It's over by Eustis,
And then Citrus is still up
but it's a
too.
real tight. This could be totally not related.
Yeah, the one that Citrus County's doing, like they kind of went out some, but then came back in and kept a tight circle where they're at. Where'd the other one go? Lake County. Yeah, it's. And I don't know what Marion County's doing because I thought they were flying away, but now they're turning. Unless they're going to a different area to search, because they went south from where they were at. 57 now. I'm not ready for this. It is only 72 here, but it's actually nice outside. It's not real humid tonight. Those hurricanes. And see, that's another thing. Now in Louisiana, we ain't got no hurricanes this year. Thank God. And usually we get.
We had that one threat.
Mm-hmm. But y'all haven't had any bad ones this year, though, have y'all?
Nope. But there's two out there lurking that are tropical storms. I think they're tropical storms now.
Yeah. I know Dan that comes in here. I forgot the bad storm that hit Florida last year. Was it Ike? Wasn't Ike? Was it?
No. Oh, sugar.
It was the real bad one. I can't remember which one it was, but where he lives out in Florida. I'll have to find out which one it was whenever I see him the next time. But he lost power. He's somewhere down in Florida. He lost power. He just got his power back about a month and a half to 2 months ago. He went that whole time without power. Yeah. That's how long
it took been on the Gulf side.
Power. I don't remember. He said where he was at down there, but I don't remember exactly where. I know that he had went that whole time, and he finally got it back on, which to me is crazy. Like I know how bad the hurricane. It hit the Gulf. What?
It hit the Gulf side hard. This last big hurricane that we had, it hit the Gulf side hard. Like St. Port Richey and just the whole Tampa Bay. Like Mike's weather page. He's about the only one that I'll watch out of the weather group. And he was standing in the bay, and the water sucked out, and he ended his life, which I'm sure he was running like hell.
Oh, for sure.
Back up, because once that water leaves the bay, it's like a tsunami. It's coming back with a vengeance.
Right. Yep. It might have been Helene, Metamom.
Yes. Thank you, Metamom. I was running through names in my head. I was like, Ian, Nicole.
Yeah, that might have been it. I just know
that's the one that tore up.
It was the real bad one, and he went that whole time without power. Like he would come in when I would be live. He would come in and be like, I can just stay for a few minutes, because he was running generator that whole time. And I was like, dude, like the gas alone for a generator is hella expensive. So
We were blessed enough that we lost power for a week, and in Helene, we lost power for a week and
mhm.
had to run the generator. But I mean, it was insane. It was
Yes.
absolutely insane because it was hot, it was muggy, it was horrible. And where I live, I live on the outskirts, so we have woods and 4 swamps around me. We have black bear. You can't leave the damn door open and go to sleep. You're gonna
No.
wake up with a big furry something or another standing over you going, "Hey, how you doing?" And we
Yeah.
have gators too, so there wasn't no way in hell I was sleeping with the door open.
And the snakes.
And the snakes, yes, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like when Hurricane Laura come through here in 2020. Like it came right over where I lived at. We were out. We was 8 or 9 days we didn't have power, and it's the middle of August. In that's like our hottest part of the summer here, and we had to run a generator every day and turn well we just to run the air because it was so hot. It was horrible. So I can't imagine Dan being down there and going, which I know the winters aren't that bad, but just going through the summer and not having electric.
Mhm. It would suck. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right. Mustang, you are very welcome, and thank you so much for dropping in and joining us tonight.
Hi, Mustang.
Oh Lord, I gotta change the batteries in my vape.
Mustang was in there with me earlier trying to trying to deal with my swamp signal. I was ready. I'm telling you, it was horrible. I finally just gave up.
Oh, I mean, I live in the middle of the sticks. It literally, if you look at my house from Google Maps, it looks like you just carved out a small little spot in the woods and just dropped my house right in the middle of it. I'm like 5 miles off the main highway down a dead end dirt road.
It's
It's horrible.
same.
Like literally out in the middle of nowhere. See, King, if I could ever get you to Louisiana, then we need to go to Florida too, because they got gators there just like we do.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mustang. Yeah, I've been trying to get King to come down here and visit, but she's just like, no, too many creatures down there.
But you got sweet little swamp puppies down here.
I mean, some of them will let you feed them and all
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, the first time my oldest son come down here, he was staying with his biological father, for lack of better words, and he wasn't far from one of the Seminole reservations.
Hmm.
I got a video one night, and it said, "Mom, don't freak out," was a text message that I got, and I thought, "What the hell?"
Don't you just love those text messages like that?
Because I'm already freaking out before the video downloads. What the hell do you mean, don't freak out? And he sends me this video, and all I can see is these two native guys standing behind him, like literally with tears coming out of their eyes. They're laughing so hard. And my 110-pound son is feeding a gator a chicken. I'm like, I'm calling his phone. I'm like, don't you do that? What the hell is wrong with you? He said, Mom, it's a swamp puppy. I was like, no, it's a dinosaur. It will eat you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've been trying to get King to come visit, but she's just like, no. Because, I mean, we have flying dinosaurs down here too. The mosquitoes, they're literally like miniature dinosaurs. Then we've got actual dinosaurs and the alligators. And then all the snakes. We don't have bears where I'm at, but there are some areas in Louisiana that have them. I'm trying to think what else we got here. We got really bad wild hog problem, but she will come. I've tried. I've begged King to come visit, but she won't. Let's see, my husband said his mom and dad used to live in Florida. His brother did. He told me about the creatures. Dreamcatcher, I think Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, we all kind of have the same uh, creature habitat.
Everything wants
That's,
to eat you.
yeah. And even in my yard, you have to watch where you step at during the summer because there could be a snake. And y'all know how the hell I feel about snakes.
I respect the nature from a safe distance.
Yeah, see, they want to get funny sometimes in my Discord and post these videos off of TikTok and Facebook of all these snakes and shit. And I finally told them, I was like, y'all are going to have to put some type of warning label on there so I don't click on the link. Because me, if I see a link, I'm going to click on it. And so now they have to put the little snake emoji if it's got a snake in it. So I know not to click on it.
They be messing with you like that.
Oh,
Y'all.
Metamom and Vapor, they're the two worst ones about doing it. I was like, dude, like y'all, I can't do states, and then they think the shit's funny. I don't like snakes. I can't stand them things. You see, his mom and dad are gone now, but he said his poor mom was terrified of the lizards. There are a lot of lizards around here too. I actually had a baby one on my window earlier.
We have an abundance of lizards, and then I have a Dachshund, a wiener dog, and that is her life's mission is to hunt every lizard that is in the yard.
Well, y'all had an iguana problem down there too at one time, didn't y'all? Or the state
Yes,
of Florida did? Yeah.
southern Florida, they have iguanas, and when it gets cold in the wintertime, they freeze and fall out of the trees. And there's actually been people that have been injured severely from fallen iguanas.
Oh wow.
So every winter, I always take this. I've got it saved in my phone, and it's this meme, and it's like an interstate sign where somebody like typed in the words, and it says "Beware of fallen iguanas." So I send it to my youngest son every year. It's an inside joke thing, and then the little sound that's going around, the lizard, 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 lizard. Oh yeah, he's getting it this year. I already got it downloaded.
And Chris, Metamom, you are not innocent. You know I am telling the truth when it comes to the Facebook links and all that.
Innocent.
Oh, she
Okay.
is by far not innocent. I can promise you. Because it used to be just Vapor who done it, and then Christy wanted to join in on it.
Surely not.
And they thought that shit was funny.
That's priceless.
Yeah, the snakes are clowns. They want to start posting clowns and shit in there too. And they know I don't do clowns either. Gigi, you were drinking a cappuccino at 12 o'clock at night?
Girl, if I drink cappuccino, I'll go to bed about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I mean, well, it's 12:13 here. I could use a Red Bull, honestly. I guess I need to get off of here and go to bed. Or try to go to
All
bed.
right. Well, Scarlett, thank you for letting me come up. I appreciate you.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for coming up. Because, like I said, we had questions about what was going on with Caden's disappearance. It didn't make sense what was being said as far as like the text message and the phone being broken. So,
Yeah. Well, anytime
and
I can help, you guys got all my DMs. You can reach out to me, and I'll be more than
yeah,
happy.
I do want to send you a message. I may do that tomorrow on Discord about Samuel Easterlin's case. Because I want to get in touch with his mom and see if
Sandy,
there's.
I talked to her this morning. Well, yes, at this point, it would be yesterday morning, and
Okay.
she's wanting to come up on the channel. So the
Okay.
night that I have her on the channel, I'll send you a message and let you know that she's
Okay.
there on
Yeah.
the channel. That I can introduce you to her and be like, "Hey, this is Scarlett. She's good people."
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
get your
Because I mean, really, there's, it was last year, but there's not a whole lot of information out on his case either. And like I told everybody in chat earlier, his parents had to hire a private investigator because the police were not forthcoming with information, which is not unusual for Louisiana. And when we talked about Savannah Hill's case, she went missing in Shreveport. They did not give information to the family. So it seems like it's kind of a thing that goes on in Louisiana where police, you have a missing person, but they don't want to give out the information to even the family. Like,
Yep.
I understand the public, but the family needs to know what's going on with the case.
Exactly.
so
And like when I talked to her this morning, I mentioned her. I was like, there's a creator that I really, really love and I trust, and she's in the same area ish of the
mhm.
same state ish, and so she,
Yeah.
I would love to get because she's not getting any help. I mean, and it's so
Okay.
frustrating. It's so
Right.
frustrating.
Yeah, because she's in Lafayette, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Or in the Lafayette area.
that area. Yeah.
So I am. Let's see. I'm about 2.5 hours from her, something like that. 2.5
And
to three
she's such
hours.
a sweetheart. And her husband, Sam's dad, they're so sweet. Like both of them are so sweethearts. And
Okay.
they're just broken. They're absolutely just
Right.
broken. I mean, it's heartbreaking. Like I talk to her, I try to talk to her at least once a day. I don't want to pester her, you know what I mean? But I always try
Right.
to send her a message, and just saying,
Just
"Hey,
kind of check up on her and stuff like
you know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah.
Sending you hugs or something like that because she's broken." Like,
I could. I was telling my chat this back in May. My daughter was in a car accident, and for several hours, I didn't know where she was at. All I knew she was in an accident. I didn't know she was dead or alive. I didn't know how bad she was hurt. I didn't even know where the wreck had happened. And I was hysterical. And I usually don't get scared of stuff, but that scared me just for those few hours. I cannot imagine these parents out here whose kids are missing for days and weeks and months and years, and they don't know where their child is. I couldn't imagine what they're going through. It's just in a couple of hours, like I said, I was going crazy. And for them to have to wake up every single day and their child has not been found. And they don't
it's
know.
the not knowing.
Right. It's the not knowing if they're alive, if they're deceased, if they've ate, if they're warm, if they're cold, if they're safe. Like there's so many things that go through your mind. I couldn't imagine it. That's got to be a horrible, horrible thing to have to deal with every single day until your child is found and brought home, whether they're still with you or they're not, so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, just send me a message when she's gonna be over there, and
Okay.
I'll come drop in the chat over there and hang out.
Okay.
So
Perfect. Well,
all
love
right,
you guys. Thank you for all you do. Bye,
no
chat. Y'all have
problem.
a good night. I'm gonna
All
try
right,
to
you
lay down.
too.
Don't know how well it's gonna go, but I'm gonna attempt to do so.
Yeah,
And
I'm about to
for
try to.
update, I'm gonna try.
I mean, I don't sleep as it is hardly any, so I'm gonna try to.
Well,
So,
y'all have a good night. Make good choices.
all right, you do the same. Thank you for coming up, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too, sweetheart.
All right. Okay, just done. Have a wonderful night. All right, so Dreamcatcher, you have a good night, honey. HT, have a good night. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out. To those who did super chat, thank you so much. That was very nice of you. Tomorrow night's Friday night. I should be back tomorrow night as long as I get everything done in the morning that needs to get done as far as like the hot water heater and all that crap. Gigi, I love you too, honey. So I'll be back tomorrow night. So I love you all. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to y'all later.